The other day, I was giving one of my classes on TikTok live, and one of my students says, and I wrote it down, I have it on my screen right now. Life does not flow when you are stuck in survival mode. Life does not flow when you are stuck in survival patterns, survival reaction, survival thinking. Life does not flow because you surviving is you surviving, and you don't let life flow because you want to survive. For so long, I too believe that I gotta work hard to make money, to be rich, to be abundant. I gotta work hard to be loved. I gotta work hard to be accepted. I gotta work hard to be valuable. For so long, I had that survival mode imprinted that even for me to rest, I will find an issue in resting. So I had to sit down with myself and understand where does this come from? Why can I not rest? Why can I not make money by being myself? Why can I not make money in an easy and joyful way? Why does it have to be hard? Why does it have to be why does it have to be tough? No. And for the past years, I have been training myself to be in the abundance mode, in the flow mode, instead of surviving, thriving. Instead of surviving, thriving. And many of us, at least I realize that, since I'm aware of that, even still, I'm making this video, I'm aware that part of in my mind still have, hola Francisco, part of my mind still have this still want to go to the survival ways, to the survival patterns. But I'm consistently telling my mind, telling my body that no. Because I prefer to teach myself different. I prefer to show myself different. And I'm consistently reminding myself, you can make money by being yourself. You can win in an easy and relaxed way. You don't have to hustle for your worth. You don't have to hustle for your money. You don't have to hustle for your value. And the more I teach that to myself and to my nervous system, by doing affirmation, by doing visualization, by having intentional habits that allow me to rest, intentional habits that allow me to be at ease. But how many of you watching this video right now, you don't even realize you are in survival mode? You don't even realize you are stopping yourself from thriving because you want to suffer. So if you suffer, it means that yes, it's good. If you suffer for it, it means that yeah, you deserve it. And 2 days ago when I was on live, somebody came and was like, well, I have been trained to receive everything by blood, sweat, and tears. I tell them, that's you. Me? I'm training myself to get out of that mindset. In order to get something, it has to be through blood, sweat, and tears. I'm telling myself no. No. I'm reminding myself no. And how many of you watching this video, that's your truth, but you live in life without realizing it, that you are keeping yourself in survival mode, in survival mode, in survival mode. And I understand where it comes from, and I understand why you do it. But to keep doing it, no. To make your life only dependent on you surviving, no. When you are constantly in survival mode, you are not truly living. You are not. You are just reacting to life. You are not even responding to life. You are reacting to life. Survival patterns are the subconscious habits, thoughts, and coping mechanism we develop in response to trauma, poverty, fear, or instability. Those are the coping mechanisms that we develop, we build, we create in our own body, in our own mind, in response to traumas, in response to poverty, in response to fear, in response to instability. That since you are in poverty, you develop this survival partner that can allow you to cope with poverty. This survival pattern that can allow you to cope with fear. This survival pattern that can allow you to cope with trauma. But these patterns are designed to keep us safe, not to help us thrive. These patterns are designed to keep us safe, not to help us thrive. And while they might have been necessary at some point, staying in them blocks the natural flow in life. Your survival reaction, your survival thinking, your survival habits, your survival behaviors might have been necessary at some point. Be necessary at some point, but staying in them blocks the natural flow of life. That's what I had to teach myself differently. Those survival reactions, those survival habits, those survival reactions, they might have been necessary at some point because you were coping, maybe with poverty, maybe with traumas, maybe with fear, maybe with not feeling safe. So you develop those survival patterns to keep you safe. But those patterns are there to keep you safe. They are not there to help you thrive. They are not there to help you flow with life. And if you keep them, you are naturally blocking the flow of life. You are purposefully blocking the flow of life. You are intentionally blocking the flow of life because you are choosing to survive instead of thrive. So you are blocking the flow of life, which is abundance, love, creativity, ease, joy, purpose. How many of you, the idea of making money, if I said making money is easy, how many of you are like, oh, no, you're lying. What? You know, I gotta suffer. I gotta work hard. I gotta grind for it. This affirmation I have heard it from, I don't know where I hear it or who's the author, but it was saying something around the lines that right here, right now, I'm creating financial success in an easy and relaxed manner. When I first heard that affirmation, I was like, what? Easy? My survival rest was like, oh, no. That can't be easy. Succeeding in an easy way? I was like, what? Why am I feeling bad for this? When deep down inside of me, that's what I want. That's what I wish. That's what I want to experience. I don't want a life of struggle. I don't want a life of misery. I don't want a life of suffering. So I keep repeating myself that affirmation. Right here, right now, I am creating financial success in an easy and relaxed manner. In a happy and positive way. Right here, right now, I am creating financial success in an easy and relaxed manner. In a healthy and positive way. Right here, right now, I am creating financial prosperity in an easy and relaxed manner. In a healthy and positive way. When you are always bracing, looking for harm, overworking to prove your worth, overworking to prove your value, expecting disappointment, or hyper independency because you never had support. That was me. Hyper independent. Why? Because for so long I only had myself. I had nobody to cry with, nobody to talk to, nobody to go to. So I developed that survival coping mechanism to cope with my reality that I had nobody. So I had to survive on my own. But I realized that maybe that has helped me back then. But moving forward, no. It is okay for me to ask for help. It is okay for me to receive support, for me to receive help, for me to receive love. It is okay for me to receive gifts. It is okay for me to have people around me that are willing to support me, are willing to encourage me, are willing to be there for me. So I had to unlearn the hyper independency mindset. I had to unlearn it, and I'm glad I did. Again, when you are always bracing for harm, overworking to prove your worth, to prove your value, expecting disappointment or you are hyper independent because you never had support, you are stuck in patterns that were built for protection, not prosperity. I'm going to say it again and write it down. You are stuck in patterns. You are stuck in habits. You are stuck in mindset. You are stuck in attitudes that were built for protection and not prosperity. Those patterns, those reactions, what they build, they're going to keep you protected. Right? Because when you're surviving is a way of you protecting yourself. But do you want to stay stuck in protection, or do you want to rise to prosperity and rise to the flow of life? Me, I choose to rise to the flow of life. I choose to rise to the flow of life. To flow with life is to allow your energy, your creativity, your ideas, your passions, your gifts, your talents, and connections to move freely. To move freely. And there is a Bible passage that said that, I don't know if it's your work or your dreams will make room for you. Room for you, which means it will free up space. Which, what I'm saying right now. To flow with life, instead of surviving with life, is to allow your energy, your creativity, your ideas, your passions, your gifts, your talents, and connections to move freely. How many of you have ideas, you have gifts, you have passions, you have skills, you have a purpose or calling, you are creative in a certain way, but you don't allow your creativity to flow, your dreams to flow, your passions to flow, your calling to flow, because you are stuck in surviving. To flow with life is to allow your energy, creativity, ideas, and connections to move freely. But survival keeps you in a loop of fear, scarcity, control, and urgency. Survival mode keeps you in a loop of fear, scarcity, control, and urgency. Always scared. Always scared. Always urgent. Oh, what's going to happen? Well, what if I don't make it by the end of the month? What if I get fired? What if I lose my house? Oh, what if I lose my car? Oh. And when you are agitating like that, your nervous system is not calm. When you are, how can you think clearly if you are already panicking? Relax. Relax. And that's what survival does to you. Keeps you in a loop of fear, scarcity, control, and urgency. You want to control everything. You want to control everyone. Scarcity. Oh, there is not enough. Not enough money, or enough resources, or enough opportunities, or enough job, or enough. There is not enough. Well, if I have this, I cannot have more. If I make this, I cannot make more. Scarcity, because you're thinking of lack instead of thinking of abundance. One of the things I have done to myself to get out of that survival mentality and survival attitude is to believe that money does grow on trees. Yes. Because when I was younger, they always tell me, oh, you think money grows on trees? Now I can say, yes, I think money grows on trees. Why? Because my creativity, your creativity brings money abundantly. Your ideas, which I always tell to my students and to anybody, pursue ideas, not money. Once you have an idea and you're able to execute it, money is going to flow to your life like that. Money grows on trees. Like no matter how much money you have, there is more to come. I had to teach myself that. I had to teach that to my nervous system. That money is coming. I don't know how, I don't know where, but money is coming. Because money, in fact, does grow on trees. I had to teach myself that. I had to train myself to believe in that, to affirm that. By how? By understanding that the money is going to come because I'm creative. And my creativity is unlimited. which means the amount of money I can make is unlimited. Your creativity, your ideas, your energy. Money is energy. And I get it. People always say you talk about money all the time in your videos. Because I love money. Because I know the options and the freedom and all the good things I can do with money in my life. I can build schools. I can feed other people. I can afford clothes for other people, housing for other people. I can travel and be able to teach in person, be able to see other cultures and learn from other cultures, be able to explore all the beautiful places, countries this world has to offer. So of course I'm going to talk about money because I welcome money in my life all day, every day. Money is a beautiful tool. Money is a beautiful resource that I know I have because I am money. And money is abundant. No matter how much money I can have so much more. Survival keeps you in a loop of fear, scarcity, control, and urgency. That's why people who are in survival mode, they cannot think 5 years from today, 10 years from today. If I ask somebody, do you want to make $1 million today? Or do you want to make $1 million every 5 years or each year? Most people are going to pick today. Because what? Urgency, right? Scarcity. Oh, no. Give it to me now. Give it to me now. Give it to me now. Me? I play the long term. I play the long term. I prefer to do what is right. Speak my truth. Be transparent. Be honest. Be me. So I can win by me being me. Not that when I already reach a higher level, no, I'm going to start trying to tell people who I truly I am. I'm going to, well, you don't know what? I build a brand on lies, but this is my true self. I build a brand on doing this negative stuff, but this is my true self. No. I'm going to stay true to myself on my way to riches. Faithful to myself on my way to riches. Stay myself on my way to riches. I'm not going to compromise my value. I'm not going to compromise my worth. I'm not going to compromise who I know I am just to make some quick money right now. I prefer to make money long term because I want the money that is right, that is correct, that comes with good intentions, that comes with good work, good ideas. But how many of you want the quick cash? Oh, give it to me right now. And you're going to do whatever it takes just for that quick cash. What if you can start something today that is going to make you a millionaire in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years? Nobody want to hear that. People who are stuck in survival mode, they don't want to hear that. They want to hear, show me how to make the million right now. Give me the million right now. If you give it to me right now, I'm going to take it. But best believe, I'm going to take it and invest it so it can bring me more good. Not only today, but 10 years later, 20 years later, 40 years later. Because I allow myself to think free. And to think free is to think long term. You know a lot of people that can have the money today. But in 5 years, in 10 years, where they going to be at? If you don't have the abundance mindset, if you don't have the positive mindset around money, around success, you're going to lose it. You cannot access your higher self or divine alignment when your nervous system is trapped in constant alert mode. Looking for the issue, looking for who's going to fail them, who's going to betray them, looking for where the negative thing is going to come. You are in constant alert mode. And you are alert for the bad stuff, alert for the negative stuff. Why can't you be alert to the good stuff? Why can't you be alert to the positivity? Why can't you be alert on, okay, who's going to bring love? Who's bringing positivity? Who's bringing money? Who's bringing ideas? Who's bringing encouragement? But you are on alert. Well, in case something goes wrong. To me, it's in case something goes right. In case something goes positive. In case somebody good come to my life. In case something good happens to me. You have to calm your nervous system. You have to. And if you don't know how, subscribe to the YouTube channel, because I'm always doing affirmations, and all the affirmations I'm doing. You also want to do affirmations. I'm tapping myself, touching my body. That's how I'm calming my nervous system. That's how I'm teaching my nervous system new stuff, good stuff, positive stuff. That, hey, you don't have to suffer. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to invest blood, sweat, and tears to succeed. You don't have to hustle for your worth. You don't have to hustle for your value. You don't have to hustle to prove who you are. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be hard in order for you to have it. And I'm tapping myself because I'm calming my nervous system. I'm teaching my nervous system to not survive but to thrive. You cannot get out of survival mode if your nervous system is trapped in constant alert mode. What's gonna go wrong? Oh, am I gonna pay my bills? Oh, does that person love me? Am I going to have the job? Am I going to make it to tomorrow? What's gonna happen? Relax. Teach yourself, train yourself, figure a way in where you can intentionally have your nervous system calm. It can be affirmations. It can be by talking to your body, talking to yourself. It can be visualization. It can be prayer. It can be meditation. Unless you pray on alert mode. You cannot access your higher self or divine alignment when your nervous system is trapped in constant alert mode. Thrive. You know multiple ways to survive, but do you know multiple ways to thrive? You know multiple ways to survive, but do you know multiple ways to thrive? If the answer is no, don't worry. Keep watching these videos. Keep educating yourself on thriving. Because surviving, you know all the ways to survive. Now figure ways to thrive. Study ways to thrive. And I say study because you got to study. Don't be mentally lazy and be like, well, she said I got to calm my nervous system. Okay, nervous system calm. No, you have to study. What triggers you? Why can't you be calm? In which ways can you use your skills, your passions, your creativity, your talent, your purpose, your calling to have a prosperous life? An abundant life, a rich life. And when I say rich, not only rich in money, but rich in spirit, rich in health, rich in food, rich in relationship, rich in friendships. But you have to study. Study. And whatever you study that works, apply that. Don't just be lazy and expect everybody to give you all the answers. No, think for yourself. Think for yourself. You think somebody is going to come and take you out of the survival mode? No. That's on you to do. But you won't do it if you don't want to study. You won't do it if you don't want to put the work on you, on your mindset, on your nervous system, on your attitude, on your subconscious mind. Survival patterns can be called trauma residues. Yeah. Trauma residuals. Yeah, residuals. Can we build it up? Build it up. No, I don't want to build nothing up with surviving. I want to build up thriving. Survival patterns can also be called trauma residues. Fight, fly, freeze, responses, disgust as personality traits. When you have fight responses, flight responsive, or freeze responses, which can be disgust as personality traits, overthinking, people pleasing, burned out hustle, isolation. I understand that Elevation requires isolation, but it has to be intentional isolation. Intentional isolation. That I'm going to isolate myself from negativity, from drama, from poverty, from sickness, from fear. I'm going to isolate myself from anybody that does not have good energy. That's intentional isolation. But if you simply isolate yourself just because you want to survive mode, that's not helping you at all. Fight, flight, freeze responses, which is reflected as what? Overthinking, people pleasing, burned out hustle, isolation. Mrs. Woke. Ooh, I like this name. I like this name. Okay. Mrs. Woke. I like this name. Nobody ever gave me that name. I like it. Kudos to you. Thank you. I receive it. I receive it. I receive it. Overthinking. You know what overthinking is? Another indication of survival mode. People pleasing, survival mode. Burned out hustle. Hustle till you burned out, survival mode. Unintentional isolation, survival mode. And y'all know that people who are people pleasers, I used to be a people pleaser. So I'm talking about me because I only know me more than anybody else. Right? Wanting to do what makes everybody happy. But who makes you happy? Wanting to do what is right so you don't hurt their feelings. We are prioritize other people, do what other people want you to do. Be as your parents, your friends, your teachers, your religion, social media want you to be. So you're out here pleasing others, giving to others what you don't even have. Filling everybody else's cup while your cup is empty. People pleasing. You cannot thrive if you're going to be a people pleaser. No. You cannot thrive. You cannot be happy. You cannot be wealthy. You cannot have a quality life by being a people pleaser. Overthinking everything. And people who overthink, I'm surprised why they overthink the negative. It's not going to work out. We're going to fail. Don't even try it. It's going to be bad. You know what? I'm going to fail. What? Overthinking the negative. Even if something hasn't happened yet, they are already thinking on negative ways in how that thing can possibly happen. Why not overthink the positive? Why not overthink ways of success, ways of prosperity, ways of love, ways of forgiveness, ways of peace? But you're going to overthink. Oh, what if I fail? What if it doesn't work out? What if they don't love me? What if I don't have the money? What if I get hurt? What if they betray me? Overthinking the negative. Even visualizing the negative. People who visualize failure, they are already thinking in ways they are going to fail. Why can't you think in ways in where you are going to succeed? Why can't you think in ways in where you are going to flourish? But no. You know, oh, well, what if it doesn't work out? What if it goes wrong? What if I fail? What if somebody hurts me? Why can't you overthink the positive? Why can't you overthink? Keep my lips moisturized. By the way, this is not lip gloss. I don't use lip gloss, but my bestie got me this because he knows I always have my lips dry. So, yeah. Always overthinking. People pleasing. Oh, let me do what they want me to do. Right? Filling everybody's cup while your cup is empty. Making everybody happy while you are unhappy. Making everybody win while you are losing. Making everybody feel proud of you while you are not proud of you. Because you know you are doing it for them and not for you. Really? And you know all I'm saying is the truth. But the good thing is, if you can do wrong, you can also do right. If you can be a people pleaser, you can also stop being a people pleaser. I already know somebody gonna come in. Oh, it's not so easy. Okay, whatever. When you want to do something, you find a way. But when you don't want to do it, you find an excuse. You keep pleasing other people, okay? Keep going. Not me. And I did, don't get me wrong. In the past, I was a people pleaser. I'm not speaking from somebody else's experience. I'm speaking from my own experience. Now y'all cannot tell because I have worked on myself for years to get to this point. But I was a people pleaser. And another way I know I was a people pleaser is because of my sexuality. Just being transparent and just being honest. Just being myself as I should and speaking my truth. For so long, I didn't speak about my sexuality. Why? Because I was pleasing other people. I was like, well, but if I speak on personality, people are gonna be disappointed. I might lose some friends. I might lose some family members. So let me just stay quiet and please them. But at some point, my tuition was like, oh no, it's over with. Because I reached the point where I was like, it's either I'm gonna live my truth or I'm going to die. That's it. And I love life to die. So I decided to speak my truth and be my truth and live my truth. And life, when I did it, the reactions I received, when I came out publicly, it was painful and negative. But I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I'm choosing every day to be myself instead of being who other people want me to be. I'm glad I wake up every day being happy with me, with what I do, the way I talk, the way I dress, the way I invest my time, the people I hang out with, the people in my life, the people I love, the people I have access with. I wake up being happy with me. And that to me is a big win. I go to sleep at peace because I know who I am and I'm happy with who I am. Survival is trauma residues. Flow is trust, openness, and alignment, which is the whole point of this video. To get you to stop surviving and to get you to start flowing with life. Start thriving with life instead of hustling with life or surviving with life. Flow, trust, openness, and alignment. When you are in flow, you are co-creating with life because you are flowing with life. You are in flow, you are in tune with life. And when you are in flow, you are co-creating with life. Opportunities feel more magnetic. Opportunities feel more welcome. Opportunities feel more available. Opportunities feel more attainable. Opportunities feel more close to you because now you are in flow with life and you are co-creating with life because you are the co-creator of your life. You create your own experiences with your consistent mindset, your consistent thought, your consistent ideas, your consistent feelings. You co-create with life. You think things happen on accident or coincidence? No. Opportunities feel more magnetic. The trust that you can do it gets bigger. That you can achieve it gets bigger. Life feels good. Life feels softer. For some people, life can only feel hard because they choose to, because they have been trained to survive, because that's all they know their whole life. If you told me 8 years ago that making money is easy, that I can make money by being myself, I'll be like, stop lying. You're playing with my time. Get out of here. But guess what? Last year, I was able to receive money that allow me to graduate by me being myself. I received that money by me being myself. I received that money because of my creativity. I did not work hard, hustle, sweat, blood, and tears. I simply had to be me, come online and post videos for years. And since I was posting videos for years, which for me is easy because I enjoy it. I don't mind doing it because I'm being simply myself and talking to myself and talking to a camera. People like, well, you have inspired me. You have motivated me. Here it goes $10. Here it goes $5. Here goes $50. That experience reconfirmed to me that it's easy to make money. And I have been training myself to not go back to the survival mode, to the survival thinking, but to stay in the thriving, stay in the flow with life. When you are in flow with life, life feels softer. You receive without constant grind. For example, me, I come here on live, right? People tap the screen, people send me gift. The other day, I think that was, when was that? That was last year. I was here on live. I was talking, I don't know what I was talking about, and my cash app was in the live. Somebody just told me, oh, I sent you something on cash app. I was like, okay, oh, thank you. I couldn't see it because the phone I was making on live, I couldn't go and open cash app. I was like, oh, thank you. I celebrate that. When I finished the live and I went on my cash app, $100. And the person said, you have inspired me. Thank you. I received $100 without grinding for it, without investing sweat, blood, and tears. But because I have been teaching and training myself and programming myself to be in the thriving, I was like, oh yeah, then I deserve this $100. Thank you. I receive it. I have received money without constant grind. I have received love without constant grind. I have received support without constant grind. I have received opportunities without constant grind. Because I'm being myself and I'm being creative. I'm studying my craft. How can I be a better speaker? How can I solve problems with my videos? How can I provide value with my videos? I'm putting the work, but I'm not grinding. I'm not investing blood, sweat, and tears for it. I'm using my mind and my creativity and flowing with life. Somebody says, yes, talk about it, just being you. Yeah, and I'm using me as an example because if it happened for me, it can happen for you. And you can go back and look at my videos 2 years from today, 3 years from today, where I was talking about, oh, I can do it, I can make it. One day, this video might give me an opportunity, might give me money, might pay my rent, might pay my bill, might give me food. I was just talking. And I was making videos because I enjoy making videos. If I was making videos only for the money, I would have stopped and quit long time ago. Yup. Because before me receiving even $1 from my social media, it's been years without me receiving nothing. But guess what? I was still posting consistently. I was still being disciplined. And I was still coming on here and talk to myself. I wasn't making no money. And I was consistent and I was disciplined. I have made money and I'm consistent and I'm disciplined. I know I will keep making money and I'm consistent and I'm disciplined. Why? Because I'm not here chasing money. I'm materializing my ideas. I'm materializing my ideas. I have an idea and I execute it. I have an idea and I go for it. I execute. And those ideas, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, 1 month, or 5 years, but I know all the good I'm doing by inspiring, motivating, teaching, helping people with their self-confidence, helping with public speaking, helping with learning English, helping with staying in shape if you don't have a gym, if you don't have money to afford anything. It will come. It will come back with good things. It will. Flow. Flow is trust, openness, and alignment with life. When you are in flow, you are co-creating with life, and you are already co-creating. You believe it or not, you like it or not, you are co-creating with life with your thoughts, with your mindset, with your attitude, with your belief systems. You are co-creating with life. When you are in flow, opportunities feel more magnetic. Life feels softer, soft, relaxed, at ease. Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want to wake up and know that, you know what? You don't have to go break your back for 5 hours, 10 hours, 6 hours to have a meal, to travel, to dress, to pay your bills. Who wouldn't want that? That's a soft life. That's a life with ease. That's a life with flow. And I want that, and I claim that for myself. I claim for myself a soft life. I don't want a hard life. I rebuke it. I cancel it. I claim a soft and ease life. I make money in an easy and relaxed manner. I create financial success, financial prosperity in an easy and relaxed manner. I receive good, I receive positive without constant grind, without constant hustle. You can use these affirmations as well. I'm talking to myself right now, by the way. Well, that's what I do in all my videos anyways. You see how I say that survival keep you in a loop of fear, scarcity, control, and urgency? Healing breaks the loop. Healing breaks the loop. To move from survival to flow, you have to heal. Heal your body, heal your mind, heal your nervous system, heal your beliefs. All those beliefs are around a hard life. You gotta heal from those. No, unless that's what you want. I don't want it, so I had to heal from it. I don't want it, so I had to heal from it. You had to heal. Slow down. Rest. Chill. I'm talking to myself because sometimes I still have a hard time to slow down. A hard time to rest. A hard time to just chill. But every day I'm reminding myself consistently myself, it's okay to rest. It's okay to chill. It's okay to relax. I welcome relaxing. I welcome chilling. I welcome being at ease. I welcome it. I welcome a soft life. I welcome a relaxing life. My life, I welcome it to be as soft and as relaxing as possible. Why not? That's what I want. That's what I claim. The heart, the blood, sweat, and tears for success, for love, for happiness, for money. No. I rebuke that. That's not for me. Do you know what's for me? A life of ease. A life of peace. A life that feels good. That's for me. To move from survival to flow, you have to heal. Slow down. Relax. Reprogram your mind. Reprogram your nervous system. Reprogram your subconscious mind. Because it's either you reprogram your mind to thrive, or your mind is going to stay stuck in survive. It's either you reprogram your mind to thrive, or your mind is going to stay stuck in survival mode. Surviving, surviving, no. To move from survival to flow, you have to heal. Slow down. Reprogram your mind and feel safe enough to receive. Feel safe enough to receive success. Feel safe enough to receive happiness. Feel safe enough to receive prosperity. Feel safe enough to receive good, to receive greatness, to receive succeed. Feel safe enough to receive all that is good, all that is positive. Feel safe. Tell yourself, I am safe to win. I am safe to succeed. I am safe to receive large sums of money. I am safe to try. I am safe to travel. I am safe to love. I am safe to create. I am safe to be myself. I am safe to express. I am safe to receive all the good life has to offer. I am safe to receive the success I want, the happiness I want, the car I want, the relationship I want, the house I want, the health I want. Feel safe. Teach yourself, train yourself to feel safe. You can do it. The same way you be teaching yourself and training yourself to invest blood and sweat and tears to receive anything. Yeah. And by the way, heal, slow down, reprogram your mind, and feel safe enough to receive is not weakness. It's work of liberation. Liberate yourself from all the mental change you have played yourself to. It's not weakness. You are working on you so you can liberate yourself and you can be open and receptive to all the good life has to offer. So you can be open and receptive to all the positive life has to offer. So you can be open and receptive to all the positive life has to offer. It's not weakness. It's not weakness to slow down. It's not weakness to rest. But I know if you have, like me, that you have been trained to work so hard and to hustle hard, to grind hard, to achieve or receive anything, they might sound like, what did you say of me? Rest? Chill? Nah, I don't know nothing, any of that. But yeah. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. Because how somebody gonna be like, well, it's not easy for me. Well, okay, this is all I know my whole life. This is all I have believed my whole life. Guess what? You can make the changes today. You can make the changes today by changing your thoughts, by changing your mindset. Yes, you can. You are in control of your mind. Okay, quick exercise. Think about the last meal you ate. Yell in your mind. Whisper in your mind. Say I love you to yourself in your mind. Say I am rich to yourself in your mind. You see how you can do all those stuff? Because you are in control of your mind. And if you can control what happened up here, you can control what happens out here. Now let's go to examples of survival patterns. Example 1. I can't rest. I have too much to do. Change that and reframe that with, rest allows me to return with power and clarity. I am safe even when I am still. Instead of saying, I cannot rest, I have too much to do, say, rest allows me to return with power and clarity. I am safe even when I am still. Instead of saying, I can't rest, I have too much to do, say, rest allows me to return with power and clarity. I am safe even when I'm still. And just like that, you can switch it. To be like, oh, I cannot rest. I have too much to do. I cannot rest. I have too much going on. I cannot rest. I must do the. Replace it and tell yourself, rest allows me to return with power and clarity. I am safe even when I'm still. Be still and know I am God. Bible has been teaching us about manifestation for so long, about the power of our mind for so long, about how we can change ourselves for so long. But some of us have been trained to only see it as a biblical book instead of a psychological, metaphysical, a spiritual, mental book, which is how I see it. Another example of reframing survival mode. Instead of saying, I have to do everything myself, say, support is sacred. I deserve to be held, help, and honor. Instead of saying, I have to do everything myself, say, support is sacred. I deserve to be held, help, and honor. Instead of believing, I have to do everything myself, remind yourself, tell yourself, support is sacred. I deserve to be held, helped, and honored. I deserve to be held, helped, and honored. Another example. Instead of saying, if I slow down, I will lose everything, say, slowing down lets me align with what's truly mine. Instead of saying, if I slow down, I will lose everything, say, slowing down lets me align with what's truly mine. Write this down, by the way. Write this down so you can remind yourself. Huh? Okay, I like your top. Oh, where you get it from?
I think it's an M, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you be wanna be bougie.
Mm-hmm. That's always.
Yeah, and that's something too that has helped me with resting and being soft. It's my best friend. And no, I'm not ashamed of saying it. Why would I be? It's my truth. All the time he's into let's chill, let's watch a movie, let's go there just because. Let me buy this just because. Let me treat myself. And the more I have seen him doing it, he have made me believe even more that I'm allowed to do it too. I'm allowed to. And I've been telling him how sometimes, you can come and share how I be like, bestie, I'm not doing anything. I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I'm behind just because I'm not working. I always tell him that. And he's like, no, don't go there. That's not no. I be like, well, bestie, right now I'm not working. I don't have a job, so I feel like I'm not doing nothing. He'd be like, no.
It's just temporary.
You see? And having so much positive energy around me and positive perspective that, hey, you can be rich, you can be wealthy. It's easy for me to do it. But a lot of you, I don't think that is stopping your environment. Your friends, co-workers, associate, family, when you're going to tell them, I want to have a Range Rover. Who are you to have that car? Or if you tell them, hey, I want this shirt, and the shirt costs $50. Oh, that's too much money. Don't buy that. You can't afford that. Now you're scared. And they are feeding you what? The poverty mentality. The survival mentality. Something that me and my best friend do is that whenever we something like, okay, oh, this is ours already. Oh, that's our car. This is our mansions. If it has a price tag, we can afford it. Yeah. and walk around the city with so beautiful house. Oh, that's us, bestie. Oh, this is your car. Oh, no, that's mine. Yeah. Easily. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's 1 million. Oh, yeah, we can afford it.
Of course, as you always say, if it has a price, it's affordable.
But a lot of you, if you tell your mom, I want this, oh, that's too much money, it's expensive, you can't afford it. You're like, oh, well, maybe they are right. Okay. And you're stuck in the fear, in the poverty mindset, in the survival mindset. No. Get into the habit of putting your name in everything that you want, no matter the price. If somebody else has it, you can have it too. And if nobody has it, you can be the first one. But if you are stuck on your survival ways, you're not going to get there. But guess what? We are thriving with ease. You got, I got blood, sweat, and tears. No. Another reframe, instead of saying, if I slow down, I will lose everything, say, slowing down lets me align with what's truly mine. Instead of saying, if I slow down, I will lose everything, say, slowing down lets me align with what's truly mine. Write these affirmations down and repeat them to yourself or record your voice so you can be imprinted in your subconscious mind, so you can be imprinted in your mindset. Because the same way you have been imprinted the survival affirmations, if I slow down, I will lose everything. I have to do everything by myself. Just surviving. No. Teach yourself, train yourself to thrive. Another reframe. Instead of saying, I cannot trust anyone, say, I attract safe, aligned, and loving people into my life. ¿Eso es tu ropa?
Sí, no se ha secado. Sé por qué.
Eran espesas. ¿O solo lava tus vaqueros negros? Yo lo hice una vez y quitó el color. Entonces que no lo voy a hacer más. Prefiero que esté oscuro. Es ese jean que tenemos igual, es el que tienes tú de Sara, que es corto. Lo lavé una vez, ya está. I did not make that mistake twice.
Porque si lo lavas mal, suele quitar el color.
Aprendí mi lección. Desde ese día no lo he hecho otra vez.
O lo pones en sense, en esta opción.
¿Cómo?
Delicate. Ahí
Okay.
con solo para no casar, porque si no te lo puedes gastar.
Delicate.
Ajá.
Okay. I'll definitely do that. Thank you. Instead of saying, I cannot trust anyone, say, I attract safe, aligned, and loving people into my life. Instead of saying, I cannot trust anyone, say, I attract safe, aligned, and loving people into my life. Basically, are you going with me for a gas station walk? I want to go get something. If you're down to just walk, but if you don't want to go, it's okay, I will go alone.
What you want to get? I want to do
Some-
some work now.
You got work tomorrow, okay.
Yeah, some people been texting me about the time, like clocking in and clocking out.
Okay.
So I gotta do all that now.
Mm-hmm.
Since I gotta work tomorrow, so.
It's temporary too. One day you're going to have your own company. You'll be able to go to work if you choose to go, if you decide to go. It's temporary. Instead of saying, I cannot trust anyone, say, I attract safe, aligned, and loving people into my life. And somebody, oh, you like this affirmation? Somebody just put it in the chat. Okay, I'm going to repeat it. Instead of saying, I cannot trust anyone, say, I attract safe, aligned, and loving people into my life. I attract safe, aligned, and loving people into my life. Instead of saying, I cannot trust anyone, say, I attract safe, aligned, and loving people into my life. You're welcome. You write it down. This video will be on my YouTube as well. So if you miss it here, go on my YouTube, pause every affirmation, and if you can identify any survival belief you have, put it in the comments and I will reframe it for you into a abundance belief, a prosperous belief, a flow belief, a thriving belief, instead of a survival belief. I just write down in my tablet. Perfect. That works as well. Perfect. Instead of saying, I always have to be strong, say, my softness is my strength. I am safe being fully human. Instead of saying, I always have to be strong, say, my softness is my strength. I am safe being fully human. Instead of saying, I always have to be strong, say, my softness is my strength. I am safe being fully human. And this one is huge because a lot of people don't express their feelings. They don't express their fears or their thoughts, or they don't want to say, oh, I don't know, or I am wrong, or my mistake, or I struggle with this, or this hurts me. Our people don't even show their emotions because they feel like they have to be strong all the time. Not me. I don't want to be strong. I want to be human. If I feel like crying, oh well. If I feel like sleeping, oh well. If I feel like telling you how much I love you, oh well. If I feel like saying that I don't know, please teach me, oh well. If I feel like admitting my mistakes in public, which I do all the time, oh well. I am safe being fully human. My softness is my strength. I am safe being fully human. Another one. I don't have time for healing. I need to survive. I need to keep going. Say, my healing is my revolution. The more I heal, the more I rise. Instead of saying, I don't have time for healing, I need to survive, say, my healing is my revolution. The more I heal, the more I rise. Instead of saying, I don't have time for healing, I need to survive, say, my healing is my revolution. The more I heal, the more I rise. Instead of saying, no one ever shows up for me, say, now I show up for me. And align people follow. Instead of saying, no one ever shows up for me, say, now I show up for me. And align people follow. Instead of saying, no one ever shows up for me, say, now I show up for me. And align people follow. Instead of saying, no one ever shows up for me, say, now I show up for myself. And align people follow. Instead of saying, I am just trying to make it to next week. What's up? Move my
¿Aquí? Yo estaba conmigo. Ay, Dios, la voy a dejar en el coche, seguro.
Okay, next one. Instead of saying, I'm just trying to make it to next week, say, I am worthy of building a life that nourishes me for years to come. I'm still taking notes. Okay. If you need me to repeat a certain affirmation, please let me know. Or if you need me to slow down somewhere or to give you more example of something specific, please let me know as well. Instead of saying, I'm just trying to make it to next week, say, I am worthy of building a life that nourishes me for years to come. Instead of saying, I am just trying to make it to next week, say, I am worthy of building a life that nourishes me for years to come. Instead of saying, I'm just trying to make it to next week, say, I am worthy of building a life that nourishes me for years to come. Instead of saying, good things don't last for people like me, say, I am not my past. I am a magnet for goodness, overflow, and ease. Instead of saying, good things don't last for people like me, say, I am not my past. I am a magnet for goodness, overflow, and ease. Instead of saying, good things don't last for people like me, say, I am not my past. I am a magnet for goodness, overflow, and ease. Instead of saying, good things don't last for people like me, say, I am not my past. I am a magnet for goodness, overflow, and ease. And talking about this, I made a video around, what was the topic was,
What was the reason?
yes. No matter what God promised you, if your mind can handle it, you won't get it. And when I was planning that topic, I came across one of the words, people who don't feel deserving of things, or people who rebuke or run away from their blessings or what God has in store for them. This word came into it. They'd be like, oh, people like me don't have that. People like me don't make that. People like me don't experience that. And usually it's something good, something great. People like me don't drive Rolls Royces. People like me don't own businesses. People like me don't own land. People like me are not entrepreneurs. People like me are not happy. People like me don't have successful families. People like me don't have happy, loyal, faithful relationships. And every time you say something like that, what are you doing? You are simply sabotaging your own blessings. You are simply blocking your own blessings. That was important to reframe it. Good things don't last for people like me, or people like me don't have that. No. Stop saying that and start saying, I am not my past. I am a magnet for goodness, overflow, and ease. Instead of saying, good things don't last for people like me, say, I am not my past. I am a magnet for goodness, overflow, and ease. I really needed this so much. Thank you so much again. You're welcome. I'm happy. I'm happy this is helping. If you need me to slow down or repeat any affirmation, let me know. And also, I'm recording on my computer, so everything I'm saying is going to be on YouTube as well, so you can have access to it again. If I write the notes, I can slow down to make sure you have the affirmations. And thank you for being here and interacting with me in this teaching. Good things don't last for people like me. Start saying, I am not my past. I am a magnet for goodness, overflow, and ease. My YouTube channel is the same name as my name here on TikTok. Adosipus Adadinde, and you're gonna see me right there. The cutest, the strongest, the richest, the wisest, the flyest. That's me. Good things don't last for people like me. I am not my past. I am a magnet for goodness, overflow, and ease. Instead of saying, if I don't hustle hard, I will fail, say, aligned actions bring abundance. I don't chase, I attract. Instead of saying, if I don't hustle hard, I will fail, say, aligned action brings abundance. I don't chase, I attract. Instead of saying, if I don't hustle hard, I will fail, say, aligned actions brings abundance. I don't chase, I attract. Instead of saying, if I don't hustle hard, I will fail, say, aligned action brings abundance. I don't chase, I attract. Instead of saying, my value comes from what I produce, say, my presence is valuable. I don't need to prove my worth. Instead of saying, my value comes from what I produce, say, my presence is valuable. I don't need to prove my worth. Instead of saying, my value comes from what I produce, say, my presence is valuable. I don't need to prove my worth. Unless you want to stay in that survival mode, which you can. If you made a choice, you can. If you made, I'm going to survive my whole, go ahead. But me, no. I'm going to thrive. I'm going to thrive. I'm going to flow with life. Instead of surviving, my presence, okay. Instead of saying my value comes from what I produce, say my presence is valuable. I don't need to prove my worth. You see people who be like, well, they feel like they have to do something to feel like someone, or they have to achieve something, or overcome something, or create something, or build something, or go somewhere in order to feel worthy or to feel valuable. That's a survival thought, a survival belief, a survival habit. The need to prove your worth, the need to prove your value. Instead, remind yourself, I don't need to prove my worth because my presence is valuable. Again, these reframes we are doing are mental energy, spiritual fuel for those who want to rise and for those who want to thrive. For those who are rinsing out of survival into holiness, wealth, and authenticity. This video is for those rinsing out of survival into holiness, wealth, and authenticity. Instead of saying, I am too much, say, I am exactly the right amount for the right spaces. Instead of saying, I am too much, say, I am exactly the right amount for the right spaces. Instead of saying, No one understands me. Say, I am meant to be deeply understood, starting with me. Instead of saying, no one understands me, say, I am meant to be deeply understood, starting with me, which means starting with you, understanding you. Instead of saying, I have to be perfect to be loved, say, my imperfections are part of my magic. I am lovable as I am. Instead of saying, I have to be perfect to be loved, say, my imperfections are part of my magic. I am lovable as I am. Put in the comment, by the way, which one of these affirmations is helping you the most, or which one is being transformational to you, or which part of you feel like you are struggling with. Again, put your truth in the comments. How does it resonate with you? What does it mean to you? Which survival mechanism, which survival identity, which survival habits, or survival reaction, or survival belief you want to get out of? Because you can, if you make the intentional choice to get out of that. Put it in the comments. And if you know somebody else that wants to get out of the survival mode into thriving mode, into flowing with life, flowing with your creativity, with your gift, your passions, your talents, your purpose, your calling, send them this video. She said, all of the above for me. And that makes sense too. If that's your truth, express it. Or she just share it too. Thank you for sharing it. Thank you. I appreciate that. All those reframes, the more you repeat it to yourself. Because the fact that you can say certain things so easily, things like, this is too much for me. I am not perfect. I gotta do everything by myself. If I don't hustle hard, I'm gonna fail. You repeat them so easily because you are accustomed to that. Because you are used to that. Because you have heard it so many times. And you have said it so many times, it has become your truth. But now you want to change that truth. You want to transform your identity, transform your self-awareness, transform your life. So you have to say it multiple times and hear it multiple times. If the people around you won't speak life into you, positivity into you, speak it to yourself. And you'll be the one telling yourself all these good and positive things. You'll be the one affirming the success you want, the happiness you want, the prosperity you want, your positivity you want, the love that you want. You'll be the one affirming it. Keep saying it to yourself so you can hear it and you can speak it. Don't wait for somebody to tell you that you are good enough to feel good enough. Don't wait for somebody to be like, you are lovable as you are, for you to believe it. You say it to yourself. Instead of saying, it's too late for me, say, every day I rise. I am right on time for my destiny. Instead of saying, it's too late for me, say, every day I rise. I am right on time for my destiny. Oh, yeah, lo he visto en esto. Ahí afuera y lo he cogido.
Hasta la basura aquí. Alguien envía los tres a hacer que.
No tenía maleta así
Lo
pequeñita.
metes a la basura, that way it belongs to the trash.
No,
No, what? What do you mean?
I don't have one. Somebody put one out, so I took it.
You took it. I said, ¿qué haces también?
You can double check for me, but I think it is.
¿Soy tu chacha o qué?
Por favor.
O sea, no has chequeado si hasta la basura de una vez.
No lo llames así.
¿Quién? Dices que vas a encontrar la basura. Porque es basura.
Funciona bien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Tú-
sure you're gonna use this? Haberlo puesto en tu habitación de una vez.
Lo voy a chequear más, si no, lo llevaré a la esto.
Solo viste y 12 años.
Ajá. Yeah, yo, don't mind my adventure with my bestie.
Okay.
Don't mind my adventure with my bestie. Yeah.
You are an interesting human being.
What do you mean?
This luggage was in the trash. In the dumpster. You took it out of the trash to bring it here. So you bring in trash.
No. They put it in the corner where the thing that you don't use anymore.
In the trash.
You put it, no, it wasn't the trash. It was on the side.
But it was in the trash room, yes or not?
Yes, it was there.
Okay.
But the same way when we put things out and somebody else took it, that's how.
No, yeah, but when it's there, you know it's trash. When it's in that
No,
room, yeah.
it was in the place that somebody else can use it because they don't need it
But
anymore.
it was in the trash room.
They give it away for other people to use,
No,
which
if
is
I
what
wanna
I
give
did.
something away, I don't put it in the trash room.
Where would you put it? It's a
I'ma put it
community
here,
place.
Or I'll put it where they can see it.
I saw it perfectly, so I took it.
In the trash room.
As I was saying, is instead of saying it's too late for me, say every day I rise, I am right on time for my destiny. Instead of saying it's too late for me, say every day I rise, I am right on time for my destiny. Instead of saying I will never have enough, say I was born worthy of overflow, not just enough to get by. Instead of saying I will never have enough, say I was born worthy of overflow, not just enough to get by. Instead of saying I am always behind, say I move at the pace of alignment, not comparison. Because what do we all know? Comparison is the thief of joy. So instead of saying I am always behind, say I move at the pace of alignment and not comparison. I move at the pace of alignment, not comparison. Instead of saying nobody roots for me like me, say I am the one I have been waiting for, and my tribe is finding me now. Instead of saying nobody roots for me like me, say I am the one I have been waiting for, and my tribe is finding me now. Instead of saying nobody roots for me like me, say I am the one I have been waiting for, and my tribe is finding me now. Instead of saying I cannot afford to rest, say rest is resistance. Rest is repair. Rest is sacred.
Maki?
Instead of saying I cannot afford to rest, say rest is resistance. Rest is repair. Rest is sacred.
Hello.
Instead of saying I cannot afford to rest, say rest is resistance. Rest is repair. Rest is sacred.
Hello.
Instead of saying I am stuck here forever, say this moment is not my forever, it's my becoming. Instead of saying I am stuck here forever, say this moment is not my forever, it's my becoming.
Give me your hand. Oh.
Instead of saying healing is too hard, say healing is my rebellion. My softness is how I win. Instead of saying healing is too hard, say healing is my... Oh, can I have some ice cream? Can I have some ice cream?
You don't have yours that I bought you?
As I was saying,
Okay.
yeah, we have healing is too hard for me. Don't say that. Say healing is my rebellion. Rebellion. My softness is how I win. Reaffirm I'm stuck here forever, please. Okay. Instead of saying I am stuck here forever, say, this moment is not my forever. It is my becoming.
Okay.
This moment is not my forever. It is my becoming. You wrote it down? Okay. I think this is the last one. And if you want more, let me know in the comment, because I think I shared 20 already. But if it's not enough for any of you, or if you need more to program your mind, to try to program your mind for a soft and life of ease, put it in the comments. Comment in this YouTube right now, and I will make sure that I bring another video with more affirmations on thriving, being a flow, and co-creating intentionally the life that feels right. Instead of saying healing is too hard.
Where's my other phone? No, I'm looking for my other phone.
Aquí está.
Oh. What is it?
Instead of saying healing is too hard, say healing is my rebellion. My softness is how I win. Instead of saying healing is too hard, say healing is my rebellion. My softness is how I win. Okay, that will be it for this video. And to all my gems out there, let me know which survival patterns are you trying to break, and that you deserve to break, by the way, because there is nothing good about surviving. I don't want to survive. I want to thrive freely, thrive abundantly. I don't want a hard life. I want a life of ease, a life of peace, and a life of joy. That's the life I want, and that's the life I'm going to get. When you are always bracing for harm, overworking to prove your worth, expecting disappointment, or hyper-independent because you never had support, you are stuck in patterns that were built for protection, not prosperity. To flow with life is to allow your energy, your creativity, your gift, your passion, your calling, your ideas, your dreams, your goals, and connections to move freely. But survival keeps you in a loop of fear, scarcity, control, and urgency. You cannot and you will not access your higher self or divine alignment when your nervous system is trapped in constant alert mode. You have to train and teach your nervous system to be calm and to relax, which is something that I'm currently working on myself as I'm making this video. And also I can create entries for journaling and more affirmations to help you move into survival, from survival to flow. Let me know if you will want that. Put it in the comments as well. Feel like I have the best here for everyone and putting myself last. Feeling like I have to be there for everyone and putting myself last. Feel like okay. You need a refrain for this one. I got you. Feel like I have to be there for everyone, put myself last. Let me see. You feel like you have to be there for everyone and putting yourself last. It's very common. And I experienced that too. I sure did. I also went through that survival mindset of self neglect, neglecting my own needs, neglecting my own preferences, neglecting my own joy, neglecting my own time, just in the name of being the strong one or being the bigger person. So instead of you saying, I have to be there for everyone, if I don't hold it together, everything falls apart, I will rest later. Say, I am not responsible for carrying everything. My healing matters too. When I care for myself, I show others what love looks like.
No idea how come
Reframe. I am not responsible for carrying everything. My healing matters too. When I care for myself, I show others what love looks like. Okay, you're gonna write it? Okay, I'm gonna repeat it again. I am not responsible for carrying everything. My healing matters too. When I care for myself, I show others what love looks like. Somebody asked me earlier about my PayPal. I think they want to send me money on PayPal. If you're still here, I'm gonna put my PayPal in the screen, and I receive money, no matter the amount. If you feel like sending it, send it. I welcome it. I sure do. Okay, this is my PayPal right there. This is my PayPal. I received the money. Send it. Thank you in advance. No matter the amount, I welcome it and I appreciate it. Thank you. The reframe is, I am not responsible for carrying everything. My healing matters too. When I care for myself, I show others what love looks like. Ma'am, are you going to the beach tonight? Maybe yes, maybe not. I just know that I look good. I am not responsible for carrying everything. My healing matters too. When I care for myself, I show others what love looks like. Okay, got it. Perfect. Perfect. You can also use affirmations like, my worth is not tied to what I give away. Or you can also say, I can't pour from a cup I refuse to fill. I don't need to break to prove I care. You don't need to break yourself for somebody else to prove that you care. If you think you have to, survival mindset. Self-sacrificing, sorry, but it's not love. Self-honoring, self-respect is another big one that people use a lot is, they say all the time, money is hard to make. Instead of saying money is hard to make, say, I attract money with ease because I am aligned with abundance. I attract money with ease because I am aligned with abundance. I attract money with ease because I am aligned with abundance. Instead of saying, it's hard to make money, money is hard to make, say, I attract money with ease because I am aligned with abundance. Instead of saying, people who feel like they have to pretend or lie or fake, this affirmation goes for you all. Instead of saying, they will leave if I speak my truth, say, the right people love me more when I am honest. Huh? Hearing people say there are no jobs available in this economy drives me crazy. That's a survival mindset as well. There are jobs always available. And why are we so quick to look for a job? Create a job. Give yourself a job. Yeah. So quick, right? Oh, somebody's got to hire us. Somebody's got to put us on payroll. Give us a paycheck. Why don't you create a job for yourself? Crisis is a good thing because in times of crisis, you are forced to think differently. You are forced to think creative. You are forced to find solutions. So whoever doesn't have a job right now, congratulations. Give yourself a job. Now you use all that time, all that energy you have, and invest it into you. Develop and sharpen your skills, your passions, your gift, your talent, your calling, your purpose. Be of value to yourself, to your family, to your neighborhood, to everybody else. Provide value consistently, and good things will come. I put my PayPal. I don't know if anybody sent me anything through PayPal, but thank you in advance if you did. Matter of fact, somebody did. Let me speak in the present. Somebody did send me something on PayPal. Yep. PayPal. Also have Cash App. So if you're like, oh, I don't use PayPal, I use Cash App. Or how do you send money electronically? Tell me and I will tell you if I have that account so I can receive.
You need a relationship?
Eh?
I like you, please.
Huh?
No.
Is that a skip or is it true?
No.
That's true.
Oh.
You are funny.
And the belief or the thought that there are no jobs available in this economy is a survival mindset. Let's reframe that.
How many other relationships?
Let's reframe that a scarcity mindset into prosperity mindset, into abundance mindset. You have Cash App? Okay, let me give you my Cash App.
Huh? What does that mean?
Yeah, that's my Cash App right there.
MU?
Instead of believing or thinking that there are no jobs available in this economy, everything is dried up, it's hopeless, say, I am not limited by the economy. I am empowered by my creativity. I don't wait for opportunities, I create them. I am not limited by the economy. I am empowered by my creativity. I don't wait for opportunities, I create them. Instead of saying, there are no jobs available in this economy, say, I am not limited by the economy. I am empowered by my creativity. I don't wait for opportunities, I create them. I am not limited by the economy. I am empowered by my creativity. I don't wait for opportunities, I create them. And then you can use affirmations. Lack in the system does not mean lack in me. When doors close, I build my own. The economy might shift, but my value is unshakable. 0. How did it go? Did you get yourself a job? Are you making income already with your passions, your gift, your creativity, your ideas, your calling, your purpose? Did you start your own business? Or you still an employee? I remember you came on live the other day, maybe 1 week ago, that you were sad because they fired you and you haven't had a job for 8 weeks or 8 months. And I told you to give yourself a job. to stop seeking money and start seeking ideas? How did that go? Did you apply my advice? I'm gonna switch over and follow you from my art account. For sure. You're welcome anywhere. You come in with good intentions, so you're welcome always. And do you use paper, or what do you guys use where you are? At least I know. You never know. I never know where the money is gonna come, but I always gonna make sure I have the ways to receive it. So that's why I'm asking. This is the perfect moment to birth something that's never existed before. Yeah, I told you, right? Crisis is the best time for creativity, if there is any best time at all. Because when you are in a crisis or when you are in a problem, you are forced to think creative. You are forced to think abundant. You are forced to think of ways of getting it going. I don't need permission to prosper. It's easy to say that, oh, there are no jobs available in this economy. That's scarcity mindset. Switch that into abundance mindset, into prosperity mindset, into flow mindset, into thriving mindset. Instead of saying, thinking, or believing that there are no jobs available in this economy, say, believe, and think that I am not limited by the economy. I am empowered by my creativity. I don't wait for opportunities. I create them. I don't wait for opportunities. I create them. The economy might shift, but my value is unshakable. When doors close, I build my own. Lacking the system does not mean lacking me. I don't need permission to prosper, which means no matter what is going on with the economy, I always prosper, I always thrive, I'm always wealthy, I'm always rich. You speak it, you affirm it. Yes, you do. Let me know what are your thoughts. Speak your truth in the comments. Which affirmation, which reframe was helpful to you, or which reframe do you need particularly? Put it in the comments in this YouTube video. And of course, I know you have subscribed already. Right, Gem? And in case you all don't know, Gem is the name of my community. That's the name I call everybody. So if I say Gem, I'm talking to the people of my community. Yeah. And I look so good. And that's every day. So that was it for tonight. No, that was it for this video, because I'm going to record more videos. In a day, I can record up to 11 videos. Yeah, I got it, I create it, I make it. I got it, I create it, I make it. I put it out there, put it out there. Because I'm tapping with my creativity. I'm tapping with myself, and I'm tapping into providing value, providing guidance, providing positivity, which I got. Might as well give it away for free, right? Why not? So put in the comments which part of this video resonated more with you, which one of these videos reflected your truth, reflected your weakness, reflected your strength, or reflected anything you need to work on, or anything you need to embrace more, or anything you need to embody more. Whatever truth you took out of this video, put it in the comments. Okay, Gem? And to all my gems, I love you all.